这个女人叫大善人，她的脑子里有一只夺心魔蝌蚪。她听说林地中有一名德鲁伊医师可以帮助她。
你好，内地。
当她听完了大善人的遭遇后，嘴上说着会提供帮助，手里却拿起了一根可疑的树枝。
你这不叫求，你这是威胁啊！什么意思啊？什么？他朝你扑过来的时候，他要扑我，那消灭他！那你给我去死吧你！Hello， 观众朋友们，大家好啊！这里是阿婆主族小班大孩子。那么今天呢，我们来搞这个来玩这个《博德之门3：善良中立流》的第2期啊。那么在上一期的最后呢，我们成功的逃出了这艘外星舰船啊，降落在了一片我们不知道是哪里的这片大陆上面。随后我们沿着这个残骸一路向北，来到了翠绿林地这里。结果不知为什么就突然冒出来了一伙地精啊，就要来打我们，我们根本不认识他们啊。那么作为我们的善良中立流呢，那既然他们来打我们了，我们就要对他们也下死手啊。那行，话不多说。我们现在是阿斯戴伦的回合，阿斯戴伦把他们消灭了，去死吧！现在我们这里这个阿斯戴伦是我们的主力输出啊，一剑就能打死一个地精。再看看我们大善人啊，几个摩登豹都打不中他，不想说了。给我们鼓舞了一下，获得临时生命值，哦，谢谢。还给我们送了个治疗药水，异物。他们大喊为了至上真神啊！然后我们这边赶紧的送一个祝福树，我们要送给谁呢？肯定送阿斯戴伦、莱泽尔跟这个盖尔啊，毕竟他们是我们的主力输出，其他人就无所谓了。然后赶紧从这个油腻地方跳出来，省得这个摔倒。我们现在这里看到那个这个危险等级最高的就是这个熊地精跟一个地精首领啊，所以我们优先把这个不，我们先把这个叫什么法术的给弄掉啊，送他3个魔法飞弹。好。才15点生命，这经验什么黑人亏啊！不行啊，移动力不够，那只能跳了，跳也不行，移动力也不够。哎呦，给一小刀吧，他就1点血了估计。好的，再送一个。可惜了，下来吧。要是我们现在有一个 AOE 的伤害该多好，这里全都是敌人。送你一个夜光弹吃，送给谁呢？送给熊地精吧，或者送给这个地精首领。14点伤害太好了。但也很快就会死啊！哎，我受不了！幸好我们队里面有阿斯戴伦啊，不然基本上打不出什么树出来。哦，好，消灭一个，就是现在就剩一个熊地精了。还行吧，总的来说。好，赢了，好样的。好的，既然他们这个叫什么把门打开了，那我们肯定第一件要干的事情就把附近的人身上所有东西全部搜刮一空啊！我们的影星把战场打扫一空啊，发现最好的一个东西就是这个威能手套，还有一个至上真神灾后啊，我们赶紧把这个给莱泽尔，他是这个发动近战攻击的，好样的。然后还有一个破盾送给我们的威尔吧， 他反正也是拿了个单手的棍子，也没有什么太大用处。剩下的东西我们分一分，甚至都不用分了，我们可以直接进去了。开一下门，谢谢。好，门打开了，我们这里翠绿林地，这是我们第一次进入啊。来，前面这个塞弗洛正跟外面那个。
There are children here, you fool!
We was running for our lives.
You led them straight to us, and you let them take the druid too? Unbelievable!
你可以随时支付我的费用。
Stuff your payment. I didn't ask for any goddamn help.
Please, you were begging me to open the gate. Anything to save yourself, you coward!
说得好。
The human's eye twitches. He's about to blow.
关我啥事儿啊？眼睛表示赞同。
Should have done that a long time ago. Arrogant prick had it out for me from day one. No one leaves my people out cold. Too little, too late. He was right, though. Coming back to this hellhole was a mistake no amount of gold can put right. I'd rather face another round of goblins than stay in this pit.
那赶紧走呗。
Goblins with the same vigor he had for that tiefling, for once.
真就走了。
Let's try to avoid any more punching. We need to find a healer.
这边塞弗洛被打倒了，所以此时此刻我们要该干的是什么呢？自然是这个好好的看一下他的这个伤情啊，这个伤情怎么样呀？那这里有什么地狱骑士骄傲，但是这个投掷目标为8补给包，要试一下吗？其实可以试。但是治疗一个生物的时候获得这个各种各样伤害的抗性啊，算了，不试了。
Let's move.
毕竟初来乍到嘛，没必要这个结仇。我们可是善良的中立流啊。
Regression. A cheap shot. I should have expected that.
What I didn't expect was help out there from a drow. Thank you. I'm Zevlor.
我并没有要帮助你们，我们只是善良中立啊。他们打我们，我们自然就打他。你好，我是大善人。哎，不对，可以交易一下。啊，身上没钱了，算了。
Well met. I should warn you, visitors are no longer welcome in this grove. Whatever your business, I'd see to it quickly. The druids are forcing everyone out. This attack will only strengthen their resolve. There have been several attacks by different monsters. The druids blame us outsiders for drawing them here. Nobody's welcome anymore. They've started a ritual to cut the grove off from the world outside. We can't stay, but we'll be slaughtered if we leave. We're no fighters.
那你们为什么要来这儿呢？
We're refugees from Elturel. We took shelter here after gnolls attacked us on the road. We were bound for Baldur's Gate, and it was too late to turn back. Elturel had no place for tieflings after the descent.
What is 沉降？
I'm surprised you haven't heard of it. The High Overseer, our Grand Protector, signed a pact with devils. It dragged Elturel straight to hell. Lucky for us, a group of adventurers found a way to bring the city back. Afterwards, people looked at us and just saw devilkin. No different from the druids here, really.
哎，我需要一个医师治疗我们。
The druid Halsin's a renowned healer, but he didn't make it back from Aradin's expedition. If it's not too serious, you could try his apprentice Nettie. She's with the other druids in the inner grove. They've withdrawn there to prepare this damn ritual of theirs.
这个是放不放弃仪式跟我们没有关系啊，我们直接离开就
Thank
可
you
以了。
again for your help out there.
不用谢。
We're raised to fear the drow, but you've earned your place here. I'll make sure everyone here knows that.
你本来就应该让我们那个，让所有人都知道。我们赶紧上这个城墙看一看啊！这里有一个人倒下了，但是他旁边有个人跪在那里哭，哎呀，太惨了。
I'm sorry, Arca.
Don't be sorry. Fetch some help.
Do not embarrass yourself. He is gone.
No!
I'm sorry this happened.
Someone's going to pay for this.
Arca, no! Wait! What are you doing?
不知道，反正肯定是要干点什么傻事儿了。然后至于那边人都走了嘛，我们看一下他身上有什么，没什么好东西，那算了，没必要啊。我们这边还有一个叫做丽塔的人，我们也可以跟他。对，这边还有一个。
Glad you were here for those goblins. Picked one off yesterday myself. Shot her through the throat. Well, that should have killed her, but she kept gasping, clawing at the arrow.
没关系 ，It's either her or you。这里我们先交易一下，看他身上有没有好。算了。
I had the same thought, and it's just going to keep happening.
刚刚这上面这个人，好像就是这个叫什么上面那个，怎么突然蹦出来一个什么熊地精刺客啊？这不就是之前那个在预告片里面时候看到的？看到那个拿这个望远镜的嘛，他已经看了一晚上了，还是怎么说啊？动作不差，再来一刀。
I don't fancy their chances.
Ignis， 再来一个 Ignis。哎，我们阿斯泰伦，我们阿斯泰伦不在这里。要不然阿斯泰伦那个一剑就能把这个兄弟精刺客给弄死了。哇，这么强的吗？我还没死吗？快，来一小刀，死！好的。
You have good timing. Never been much of a fighter, so wrestling a bugbear would have gone poorly. But you're not here for heroics, are you? Avernus's stench is all over your skin. Let me guess. Your devil mistress sent you to get her soul coin back. Too bad. I earned it, fair and square.
哎，对，怎么这个 Lazel 自己就站起来了？我刚还想去救他一下的呢，看来不需要救了啊。哎，这不是，你到底是死没死啊？然后我们在那个切回对话啊，切回对话，这个人什么态度啊？我刚刚救了你，你就这么感谢我的吗
Why, thank you, dread slayer of bugbears. You shall live forever in my memory. Now take my regards back to that pouting Irenes and leave me alone.
那行，恐吓你。既然你是这个态度嘛，那就休怪我无情啊！交友术、神导术全部给我上来。
Considering you turned that bugbear into paste, that's a fair trade. Here.
A soul coin, true to its name, holds a mortal soul inside. It serves in the nine hells.
啥人啊？这个人是啊，我们帮了他，就是这个态度啊！这些提夫林真垃圾啊！然后我们这边走着，另一边把这个阿斯泰伦也带上。哦，阿斯泰伦在这里，我也不知道为什么他好像没有在队伍里面啊。这边敞开的箱子，东西我们好像都可以拿一拿，很粗糙的衣物。回头我们可以换个衣服啊，玩这个博德暖暖。这边我们进入了这个空谷啊的 Hollow。这里有人吵架起来了，我们赶紧凑个热闹。
Breathe deep and move.
Take that back. Right now.
Hells! We can't just leave. They're kin!
I'll not gamble our lives, our futures, on people who are as good as dead. We must leave for Baldur's Gate at once.
Can we all just take a moment, please?
What's the point in blades and spells if we don't bloody use them? We should stay. These people aren't fighters. We can help.
Or yell louder. That's fine too.
确实，那个你们有机会赶紧走吧，跟着他们一起送死，何必呢？
At last. Let's get out of this death trap. Or would you deny your brother here his chance at fortune in Baldur's Gate?
Come on, sis. Well, let's have a target alone. We should leave.
Fine. Let's sneak away like God's damned cowards. But if something happens to these people, it's on us. I hope you know that.
没办法，在这个生死面前啊，总是那个要放弃大我这个牺牲大我成就小我的嘛，正常。
Refugees, adventurers, and even a drow. No one in years, and suddenly we're overwhelmed. Well met, and thank you for beating back those goblins. Most brave of you. Is there anything you need? Act fast if you do. The ritual will be complete before too long. I know it's drastic, but more monsters seem to terrorize this region every day.
那这里人怎么办呢？
We druids will be safe. As for those that took refuge here, well, may Sylvanas guard them as they continue their travels.
这个确实现在不太平，我完全理解啊。
You sound just like Korga. That it had to come to this. I pray to Sylvanas each night. The Wildfather will protect those refugees. I hope.
来看你有
Just
什么要
some
卖
bits
的。
and bobs I no longer need.
我们这里选择溢价啊，这边我们有一大堆的东西，全部可以卖出去。然后我们把这边之前身上捡这些杂物全部卖出去了，能卖700多，买了个头盔，所有的治疗药水以及这个陷阱包啊，然后这个还能净赚300多块钱。好，这边的话呢，我们让这个影星换上这个新的这个钉头锤啊，钉头锤比它这个硬头锤多2点伤害。好的，那么我们接下来这个现在基本上不是基本上，现在相比之下现在有点钱了，有500多块钱了。我们继续往前。那这里有一个人，之前那个出场特别帅的这个威尔啊，在这边教小宝宝们这个用剑。
The blade of frontiers. What a thrill for the children.
They're tough kids, smart too. The future's in good hands.
看来他们都认识啊，这个威尔是一个很著名的人，应该。
Go on, give me a best shot. Not bad. Again.
不高兴了，这个小宝宝。
I can't do it. I'm not like you.
Umi, I don't need you to be like me. You just have to buy enough time to run. Come on. I believe in you. You can do this.
我不想说话，我只想离开。哎，就真离开了，威尔也不跟我们讲2句，我可刚刚救了你的命啊！那算了，他不想讲就不讲吧。
Step, parry, strike, damn it! It's just not landing.
很有趣的技巧。
Nothing but. Goblins in the wild out for blood, and the druids in here looking to kick us out. Or worse. We need to be ready for a fight. But I'm useless with a sword.
那么运动我们肯定教不了，洞悉教不了，侦测不是洞悉可以啊。我们试一手，再送一个神导术。哇，大成功！
I'll try and brace them better. Like so. Step, brace, parry, swing. Yes! You really know what you're doing. Found this by the road. Bet you'll put it to good use.
不要每次动作就喊出来，有一种那个日漫的那种那个决战的感觉啊。
Oh, yes. I'll bite my tongue when the time comes.
行，
Hopefully,
加油
it's just the goblins we have to worry about. The druids are treating us like vermin. But I'll keep at it. Thank you.
好的，离开。你看看威尔，你看看别人什么态度，你什么态度哈啊！还获得了一个激励点。这里我们继续向南走啊，找到了之前在城墙上这个崩溃了的阿尔卡。
You ain't gonna shoot me. Your hands are shaking.
Put it down. She can't fight back.
That's the point. Get out of the way!
She didn't kill your brother, Arca. You're better than this.
但是很乖巧的就让开了。
Shoot before you lose your nerve, Tiefling. If you ever had it to begin with.
之前不是说嘛，我们这个善良中立流啊，能救的人都救一下。但是这种自己找死的人，那个我们就不救了。
Doesn't even matter if you kill me. I'm chosen by the absolute I am. I'm blessed.
Here it comes, you little beast!
一弩就被射死了。
That goblin won't be the last.
这一发射得很漂亮。
It was wrong.
It was justice. Or the start of it.
有什么 wrong 的？我至今没有想出来有什么 wrong， 但是那个不能摸尸体啊，有点可惜，算偷窃。然后他这里说有一个任务叫做找到苏洛，我们看到了苏洛，3级的苏洛在这里。
By Mordai's eyes, another one. My friend's blood not enough. Come to rip me open too.
In Kresh Kalir, a formal greeting begins with a bow.
Is this monster with you?
听到他说的了吗？快鞠躬。
Lower.
等着提夫林服从。这才乖嘛。
You saw another gith. Where?
On the road to Baldur's Gate, near the mountain pass. Saw us, for we saw it. Jammed its blade through Yul's belly, straight to the other side.
No twisting. Kin must have been in a hurry. The map. Show me.
好残忍哦，我喜欢。
Up. You can keep your innards.
Oh, you're not going to eviscerate him. I was hoping for a show.
Cool your blood. I'll indulge you soon enough.
行，那我们这里叫什么？在地图上看到了有另一个地方啊，什么找到吉斯洋基的这个养育间。我们这里跟 Lazal 对话一下。
The locals prove compliant. A useful trait.
I warned you, didn't I? You ought to reconsider keeping her around before she causes real trouble.
What comes next?
The tiefling was clear. If there are Githyanki west of here, that must be our objective. Purification cannot wait.
你说的进化是指啥？一路上一直想进化，我们问
The
问。
Kresh holds the Zaithisk. It will cleanse us of the parasite. By covenant, I can say no more.
哦，原来他们有这个技术啊！那行，我们这个就指望他们了啊！离开，然后这边，哎，我们这里出个这个动物对话。哎，别走，小老鼠，站住！
Stay back, or else.
不然呢？
Or else, I'll bite you. Ow! Oh, my tooth. It's the front one. I chipped it on the evil thing.
什么 evil thing？
In the box. Follow me, I'll show you.
哦，这里有一个破旧木门，他冲进去了，但是我们不能进去啊！这边是红色的，说明是犯罪行为。我们作为一个乖宝宝，先不犯罪，至少目前不犯吧。那我们到这边来看一看，有大锅，有饭吃吗？你好。
fighting those slimy bastards. Fancy a bowl? Best to fill your belly now, while we still can. Look, it ain't much, but it might make all the difference. The only way we'll make it to Baldur's Gate is to run, and run hard. If a gnoll catches your scent, you'll need every bit of strength. Trust me.
行，谢谢你的粥。其他人看能不能再领一碗啊？
Best to fill your belly now.
啊，我们每个人都过来领一碗。阿斯泰伦。
This place seems remarked, but let's at least see if there's a healer to be found first of all.
What now? Just be quick.
Done. Best to fill.
好，现在我们每个人身上都有一碗粥了。我们这个所有人，哎，对，大家身上还有一个补给包，那说明我们现在基本上这个食物应该是够的啊。我们要不要长休一下？我们现在大家状态都不太好啊。大家可以看一下，我们这边有300多的这个补给啊，说明我们可以长休3回呢，至少2回吧。我们这个提升到120了啊。我们看附近有没有人要跟我说话呀？没有人说话，那我们睡觉吧，上床，结束一天 ，end the day。 哦，还是有人要跟我们说话的，好多人要跟我们说话。
Evening, don't you think? The moonlight shines warmly on us. The breeze caresses our faces. Hideous. All of it. Would that I were doing battle up there, among the tears. I see naught but cowards cowering in their groves and grottos. Flowering meadows and fecund soil have softened their minds and muscles. They rely on strangers' swords when they should be forging their own.
行吧，有点道理。
Look above. Watch the moon cross the sky. The tears follow behind it. Rocky bodies tumbling through the sea of night. One of them is my crash. Clear. Do you think me so sheltered? My entire clutch battled beholders deep within the eye of the sky. We infiltrated a Nyogi spelljammer and laid waste to its crew. The tears span Toral's sky, Venisk. There is more to this realm than this grassy pebble. But enough of this. You are wasting your resting time. Come dawn, we resume our search for a creche.
什么叫我浪费休息时间？明明你自己想跟我说话的。看阿斯特人是不是这个态度好一点
I've been thinking, reflecting on what tomorrow might bring. When we arrive at this Gith crash, will we find out how to bring the worm under control? Will this little adventure of ours be over?
大哥，咱才在一起1天了，你就已经开始想怎么结束这个冒险了，是吧？来，你会想我吗？
Why not? You've been to the hells and back, survived the crash, survived everything that's followed. I'm not easily impressed by people, but you're stronger than I gave you credit for.
我本来其实想选一些其他的，比如什么愿意深入了解，但是我们才第1天，我们几乎都不了解对方啊。
You have your charms, more than you think.
The smile on his pretty lips is a touch too composed, a bit too perfect. He may not mean a word he says.
他说什么并不是真心的啊？那怎么说？这个太伤他了，所以我们就选1吧，小心点啊 ，Stylen，Watch yourself。啊，就是这根本不叫小心点，这个应该是照顾好自己吧 ，Watch yourself。
Oh, you're no fun.
走了。
Sleep tight. I'll see you later. I'm sure.
那可不，营地就这么屁大点地方，你肯定要待会见到我呀。还有人要跟我说话吗？ 哦，还有影星也要跟我说话，看来这一天真的是硕果累累啊 ，a fruitful day。
The leader of the pack comes to chat. What's on your mind? You must be pleased to have a clear path forward. I can't wait to get this thing out of my head.
我哪有什么clear？ 什么意思？怎么就最后一页了？我，你感觉如何吧？
These parasites are proving suspiciously benign. But suppose I turn. What would you do?
也许我会把你绑起来，自己去找恢复的办法啊。行。
Really? I'd just kill you. Anyway, get some rest. Try not to dream about tying me up.
那我们睡觉去吧。这才第一晚，怎么就大家就已经这个讨论要散伙的事情了？不可思议啊！阿斯戴伦一个人偷偷摸摸的不知道干嘛。这个营地都没有人守夜的吗？想走就走，想来就来啊！好，时间来到了第二天，我们的这个休息好了，继续我们的旅程吧。回到了空谷啊，我们已经拜访完了这个奥克塔，他给我们每个人都有一个碗粥，然后这里有个埃塞尔婶婶，他已经5级了。
Thank goodness you came along when you. Oh, there isn't a bit of colour in those cheeks, Pickle. Are you hurt? Cold? Feverish? Auntie Ethel will sort you out. I've lotions and potions galore.
接受他过分的关怀体贴，谢谢。
Aha! You take a sup of that and you'll feel right as rain, sweetie.
这是啥？
Oh, it's just a healing potion, nothing fancy. Here. You just look like you might need a pick-me-up. I'm sorry to go on about it, but are you all right? You're looking awful peaky.
他给了我们一瓶免费的治疗药水是吗？还高等治疗药水，谢谢你，埃塞尔婶婶，你真是太好了，你这个人，我好感动啊！我们顺便再那个买一点啊，不能光拿人家免费的，还是要那个，该给钱还是要给钱的啊。然后，我已经好多了，这很难解释。要告诉他吗？这个人看起来，这个埃塞尔婶婶看起来好好啊，一见面就给我们这么多好东西。跟他解释一下吧。
Oh, I've seen it all. I once had a fella who'd been caught dabbling with a dryad. The wife was none too pleased and introduced him to a pot of boiling oil. But worry not. I fixed him up, and depending on the lighting, he looks good as new. My point is, whatever ails you, I promise I've seen worse.
Why, she sounds positively demented. I love it. Let's tell her everything.
What is it, Petal? What's wrong?
行吧，既然阿斯戴伦这么有信心，那我就跟他们说一下，而且看起来这个埃塞尔婶婶人挺好的啊。
As you recount your adventure, Auntie Ethel nods along, her eyes wide.
You poor pet! My heart goes out to you, truly. I see no sign of a tentacle yet, but that could change in an instant. You need help. Serious help. I've ne'er a potion or lotion here that could do it, but yes, I may have something at home.
哇，这么厉害的吗？比如呢？
I've collected some interesting bits and bobs over the years. You'll have to stop by my house, just at the edge of the forest. Let me mark it on your map. I'll be heading back soon, so I can meet you there. Now, do you need anything? I have a few odds and ends for sale.
哇，他太厉害了！夺心魔都能治的吗？
Be careful on the road. I'd hate if something happened to you. Take care, Petal.
我们才刚来到这个林地啊，就已经有3个治疗的方法了，一个是医师内地，一个是埃塞尔婶婶，还有一个这个吉斯扬基养育间啊。这感觉这怎么费伦大陆上这个人均都能治这个夺心魔间谍的了？不是什么间谍，夺心魔蝌蚪的了。好，我们这边再跑到这个铁匠这里，有一个叫戴魔的人，我们再跟他们聊聊，看看有没有什么好东西可以购买一下的。我们刚起床就要开始购物了。
Thanks for fighting off those goblins. If you need to replace any gear, just ask. My selection's pretty slim. I had to leave most of my equipment in Elturel. Of sorts. Used to be a bread and butter tinsmith before Elturel fell into Avernus. These days my talents are more eclectic. Learned a lot in my time in the Hells. Hope to forget most of it. But between you and me, there's nothing in all the realms like the utter power of infernal machinery. Alas, my offerings are far more humble these days.
行，看一下有什么好东西啊？那这儿好东西还不少，还有什么狩猎短剑、猎人印记，我可能要一个。然后有一个这个手弩，我们好像轻弩，我们可能可以需要啊。其他的我们买一点。我们在戴魔这里啊，我们想买点这个弓啊、盾啊之类的，结果我们没钱啊，只能把身上什么灵魂钱币，还有各种各样的毒药、速度值那个全部都这个卖出去，我们马上就没钱了。我们就是耗尽了身上所有的积蓄啊，才最终那个成功获得了钱。我们现在金币零，太惨了啊！我们看一下啊，那个最好那个能把这个硬头锤给买下来。我们还有点钱，除去这80块钱以后，引擎身上还剩最后40块钱啊，40块钱其他就买不了了。那行吧，这一轮的购物已经结束了啊，我们接下来继续前进。买完东西，我们来这里跟每个人聊聊天吧。先跟这个伊塔伦聊一下。什么意思啊？我看起来像是一个哇，我们这几个人看起来像是会那个闯祸的样子吗？我们这么乖巧、懂事、可爱，那个遵守规则的人。看这对小情侣在聊什么呀？丹尼斯和贝克斯。
And we'll have a dog, right?
They don't allow them in Baldur's Gate. Cats, though?
A little orange cat. And a house with a little door so that it can come and go as it pleases.
And a high fence to keep eavesdroppers out.
干嘛呀？我们就是那个友善的打一下招呼而已啊。
Thanks. I suppose we'll all need it.
What about you? Big plans for when you get to the city?
来喝点酒，再来一个干净房间。
God, that sounds like heaven.
Won't be long now. One more trip, then we can really rest.
行，那我们这边聊完了啊。之前不是一直在讲那个什么叫卡哈的人要搞什么那个封闭林地的仪式嘛？那我们就去这个翠绿林地这里看一看啊。走过去的路上，看到这里有一个鬼鬼祟祟的小孩子叫多尼啊，我们跟他聊一聊。
He stares right past you as if you're invisible or boring.
回头看看他在看什么。
You see nothing out of the ordinary. As you turn back, the child slips between the rocks.
调查，送一个神导树。哦，正好10点，我太幸运了。
The edges of a concealed entrance.
行，我们这里那个看到了一个叫什么隐蔽的入口啊，待会儿我们可以那个进去看一下。但是现在我们先优先到下面去，顺便把这个木箱子里的东西全部拿上啊。这个还不是红色的，说明这个我们可以合法的把它给撬开来啊。这个大概就是林地为我们这个之前我们不是拯救了林地吗？这个属于是为我们这些英雄特地准备的啊。好，看看里面有什么好东西。好玩呀，走吧。这里还有2个小宝宝，待会儿跟他们交流交流。这里我们先看一下，正在那吵架呢。
It is forbidden. Let my daughter go right now.
She's a thief, hellspawn. And you will wait for Korga's judgment. Now get back!
Oh! Let me through, Mragrasham, or I'll rip your damn throat out!
刚刚不是还说要那个把他喉咙给碾碎吗？你怎么现在就走了呀？
We need to get Arabella out, now!
You heard the guards. They're waiting on Korga to give word.
I'd sooner trek through the 9 hells than trust that snake! Ugh.
先做个生意，他没有那个治疗钥匙，为什么他要把这个你的女儿抓走呀？
Arabella tried to steal their idol. Druids lost their damn minds about it. They need it for their precious ritual.
Oh, it's all my fault. I told her I wished the wretched thing would just disappear, or better yet, explode.
Now Arabella's being judged by a bunch of druids who hate us. That's not right.
Sounds like she made the fatal mistake of getting caught. We shouldn't get involved.
说的太对了。就像你就是啊，这些人小孩子这个就喜欢偷，大人还鼓励他们偷，什么东西啊？活该。那我们那个下去，我们可是好人。
Calm, Magrin. Give her a chance. You, step back. We'll not tolerate drow in here.
就是要不是因为你们老早被地精杀光了。
Kick back. Force my hand, and I'll show you its claws.
A moment, Giona.
What? Why would she allow one of them? I suppose so. You. Apparently Korga wants to see you. Go ahead. But a word of warning. One wrong move and every single animal here will tear you apart.
是吗？啊？你一个3级的这小木精灵也敢跟我们？哎，我们才2级嘛。哦，那没事了，对不起。那个你们那个辛苦了啊，辛苦了。这边我们看到一个奇怪的人啊，哎，他跟我们打招呼，瓦果。
My eyes deceive me. A drow here. Forgive my surprise. It's rare to find your kind above ground. Rare and intriguing on a day already packed with intrigue. You were at the gates just now, no? When the goblins came? You saw them up close? A few questions, if you please. There's no overstating my interest.
行，你问。
Glory. Now then, how would you describe that particular batch of goblins? Size, nature, distinguishing qualities?
You search your mind, successfully recalling various details of goblin behavior.
My, a scholar after my own heart. Spent much time among goblins?
当然了，我对他们那类并不陌生。
Shocking little creatures, aren't they? Still, there's quite a bit more to them than most accounts allow. I myself plan to record the world's most extensive catalogue of their means and habits. A blue ocean of information, I dare say. Now, I've a few more questions, if you don't mind. And the dragon they had marching in the rear, was it of the brass or silver variety?
哪有龙啊？没有任何的龙，好吧？
Witnesses failed to notice the obvious dragon. Last question, then you'll be quite free. Did the attackers rally to the absolute when they fell upon the gates?
没错，赞美至上真神。
They did, didn't they? Oh, curious. Oh, curious indeed. I've interrogated one, a captive in this very camp. She reports they've abandoned their god Maglabiat in favor of someone called the Absolute. The scandal! Never you mind. I'm on my way to their camp as we speak. I always knew my studies in Gukliak would come to some use.
是吧？那你为什么要来这儿呢？
Goblins, obviously. Well, someone ought to chronicle these curious events. I'd heard the master of this place, a druid called Halsin, might be able to point me in the right direction. But he's been quite captured by them already. Ironic, really.
那你当心吧，准备好上路啊！
Who needs mercy when you've a quick tongue, And an invisibility potion stashed in your back pocket?
Until we meet again.
你先别走啊，让我先把这个叫什么交易给交易好，我们赶紧把身上这个治疗药水什么的能买的全买上了。这边还有一个亲身承诺，在你这个治疗一个生物的时候，这是非常重要的，我们的引擎就需要这个东西呢。来，把钱拿上。这边不是有个熊正在跟瓦罗交流吗？我们再跟熊交流一下。
This man is recording my story. I am far from home.
As the colourful man starts scribbling, the bear sneaks a quick look at the page. His brow furrows. Incomprehensible squiggles surround a crude sketch. A bear disemboweling a clutch of tieflings.
有一种这个西方记者的感觉啊，专门制造 fake news。这边他们在搞一个什么神奇的这个仪式啊，中间有个西凡纳斯的神像，我们跟他们聊个天什么的，看看他们怎么说啊。
Complexum tuum, abterra ortum.
他们没理我们啊，那我们就不去打扰他们了吧。啊，所有人都在这个搞这个仪式。之前这里的领袖卡哈说要来那个找我们，我们就进去吧。哦，现在知道 sorry 了。
Please, I'm sorry.
This is madness, Korga. She's just
A what, Wrath? A thief? A poison? A threat? I will imprison the devil. And I will cast out every stranger.
外面有个守卫说你想见我，所以我来了。哎，先交易一下，还什么也没有。
We will speak soon enough. First, judgment must be passed. The parasite eats our food, drinks our water, then steals our most holy idol in thanks. Wrath, lock her up. She remains here until the rite is complete. And keep still, devil. Tila is restless.
Come, Korga. We took back the idol. Surely...
Do it.
就关我什么事儿啊？保持沉默。
No.
Ithias! Tila, to me!
就被咬了，我看他是要凉了。
Gone. By the gods, Korga, what have you done?
Bury the remains. Continue the rite.
And the parents? They're just outside.
This outsider will take word once I've spoken to her. We must focus on the rite.
那行，我待会儿帮你们传达一下。
Spare your tears. She knew the danger. She still tried to run.
Here, the closer we come to reaching the same fate.
隐星说我们这个最好，这个能走赶紧走啊。
Mercy on us, Sylvanus. Mercy. Mercy. Mercy.
这是一场可怕的事故，他理应受到责备。他一开始就不该偷个东西，就是他不该偷东西啊。
Sickening result of sickening beliefs. We let this happen. We let this snake replace our leader.
看来他不喜欢卡哈嘛。
Master Halsin. Perhaps goblin caught, perhaps dead. He'd set Mistress Korga back in line. Hold her to task, stop this damned ritual. More will die if the rite is finished. So many more, sent into a world gone mad.
行吧，那我可以去帮你们找一找，毕竟我们是这个善良中立啊，我们是一个善良的好人。
Would you? I would give anything to see Halsin return home.
行吧，我们会找到他的。
Sylvanus' blessing upon you, and my gratitude as well. Halsin is an elf with the presence of a bear. He left west with the adventurers. You won't mistake the first druid for anyone else.
那可不，变成熊了我还能 mistake 吗？
A deep elf. In our grove, on this day. A sign. Or rather, a gift. Who better to understand a watchful broodmother than a beloved child of Lolth?
我不信罗斯，我不崇拜蜘蛛女王，但是没关系，这种时候现实生活中很多时候也是这样的。虽然别人误解了你，但是没有必要每个人都纠正啊。我直接说吧，你毫不犹豫地保护了自己人，值得称赞。
Then we agree. Preservation is not luxury, it is not zealotry. It is necessity. A viper bears her fangs defending her brood. Is it not her nature to strike at invaders? I took back the idol of Sylvanus, and the rite has resumed. We will seal the grove, free from harm, free of intruders.
行，那么叫什么？对，这个仪式一定能产生强大的魔法。
The rite of thorns. It is the Tree Father's gift that none come to harm. When we speak the final prayer, the great vine will sprout forth. The grove will be cloaked in bramble and thorn. No one enters, no one leaves. Sanctuary. None of this can happen while outlanders infect us. Sylvanus demands that we choke them out.
那行吧，这是你们的事儿，跟我没什么关系，我们也是中立的。其实这个卡哈就属于这个绝对中立啊，既不手续，也不混沌啊，他就是这个只想这个待在这里面啊。行。
Then I was wise to grant you entry, and you'd be wise to heed my words. I want you to provide your services to the Tiefling leader, Zevlor, he's called. Offer to guide the Outlanders out of the grove. I'm sure they'll reward you well. They're to be gone before final prayer. If they are not, the Viper must strike.
等一下，你去向这个提夫林的头目提供你的服务，引导他们离开，我肯定他们会重赏你的。哎，这人真的是见花献佛啊！哎，你怎么不自己给我们重赏一下呢？哦，对，我已经跟他交易过了，我傻了。 那行吧，我去跟这个塞弗洛聊聊吧。
You will do more than speak. This tale ends but one way. With the Outlander rot cleansed, and the grove forever shrouded.
行吧，这个卡哈也不是什么热情的人啊。你看看外面那个埃塞尔婶婶，再看看这个卡哈，真的是，我们去找这个伊师内地获得一下帮助吧。顺便这里看看啊。
I hate wolves.
I didn't realize you were frightened of wolves, Shadowheart.
Everyone's frightened. I suppose you've noticed I'm not terribly fond of wolves. They're ravenous predators with fangs like daggers. It's hardly an irrational fear to harbor. You've been decent to me so far. Maybe if you can, don't make me face any more of them. At least, not alone.
行吧，那我们尽量啊。每个人都有自己的恐惧，我不会这个评判你的。
Really? Some might think it makes me a liability. Maybe that's what I like about you. You're different.
I don't judge. I'm not judgmental. 行啊，离开。那我们继续到那个里面找卡哈。这边还有不少东西啊，什么背包呀，什么日志呀之类的。哎，这些东西可以拆开来看一看，里面有好东西吗？ 哦，有食物，而且这个是允许我们随便拿的，太感谢你了，这个卡哈。这边就翻给大家看，随便看一眼吧。然后到时候就是这个，怎么说？就是这个大家到时候有希望的话，就那个暂停一下视频就可以了。我就不一页一页给大家读了。
The old oak's grove to wildlings sworn. The mural shows druids claiming the grove in the name of the old oak, Sylvanus, god of nature.
这里有几个小牌子，我们可以读一读。这里还有另外一个牌子，我们也读一下。
Forest rose with claw and tooth to tear the darkness from its roots. The mural depicts druid and beast fighting together to drive monsters from their land. It looks like they were victorious, and yet the monsters have returned.
然后这边还有2个牌匾啊，但是这个牌匾居然不让读，是红色的，为什么呀？
Darkest hour, a concord made, twixt harp and wild against the shade. Harp and wild. You recall stories of an alliance between druids and the harpers, but the details are vague.
哎，为什么这个不让读啊？要不我们偷偷的读一下，没有人看见我们吧
The towers seized, the battle done. The moonrise broke the darkest one. You recognize the mark of the dark goddess Shar on the broken helmet. This army marched in her name.
So many dead. Sent to the Night Singer's embrace.
Moonrise must be a reference to Shar's divine sister, Saluna.
好，我们获得了一个这个激励点啊，智者，而且这个智者。
The child might have lived. You have Master Halcyon to blame for that. I can't believe he just left.
He lost sight of what is important. We can't do the same.
看来这个领地里面有很多人对这个哈尔辛大师也不满意啊。但是为什么我们读过了这个牌匾以后，它突然就不是红色的了呢？太奇怪了。我们继续这个往这个里面走一走啊。这边有一个叫做内地的人，你好，内地。
I see you. Just give me a moment.
那我等着。
This medicatrix. There. It's up to her now. Life or death. Now, what was it you needed?
内地说你需要什么？我说我们在找内地，但是之前我们先教一下，看他身上有什么好东西嘛。比如这个治疗药水，我们就要买下来啊。
You found her, but I still don't know what she can do for you.
我听说哈尔辛市里最好的医师，我要找他，但是我们已经知道他不在了。
I can help if something's wrong. I'm no Master Halcyon, but I can manage.
那行吧，既然你愿意这个帮我们的话，我们就麻烦你这个帮我们一下。
Why are you asking? A tadpole? A mind flayer tadpole?
还有其他种类吗？确实，我也是这么想的。
A serious condition. Come, follow me. I might be able to help.
行，那我们跟他走进去吧。
This way.
好 ，We are following. 但是在进去之前，我们先在这个附近看一看啊，比如这里有什么？他怎么还在这儿呀？让我那个先看一下书啊。哦，获得了一个新的配方解毒剂。行，来，你不是要让我们赶紧进去吗？我们就进去吧，还催了。哦，这里还有一个被解剖的。
Don't worry about him on the table. I'm not in the habit of killing drow. He attacked Master Halcyon and I in the woods, leading a pack of goblins. Tadpole crawled out of his head soon after.
哦，他和我都有同样的寄生虫。
Seems so. Gave Master Halcyon a right start. It's why he joined the adventurers on their expedition. To find out what was happening. A pity you got me instead of him. He understands these things. Studied them. Still, we have options. You don't have to be here for this.
No, I'll stay. I'd rather know exactly what you're up to.
All right. Let's see what we can do.
行啊，只要有帮助，我来者不拒啊。
Of course. Now, tell me what's been happening. Any symptoms? Strange events?
没有任何异常，我们就不告诉他了。我看他这个样子不是很想救我们啊。
Nothing? You're sure? All right. I suppose that makes things easier. Give me your arm, please. A cure. Now your arm, please. You don't have time for games.
你给我一小棵树枝，怎么可能后退？
You came to me for help. Do you want it or not?
不用了，谢谢，下次一定。
No, I can't let you leave. You could transform any second. This is the last time I'll ask. Please.
对，你这不叫求，你这是威胁啊！
To hell's with it.
什么意思啊？什么？他朝你扑过来的时候，他要扑我啊？那消灭他！那你给我去死吧你！虽然说我们不得不与这个内地开始一场战斗啊，但是呢，本期视频很遗憾，由于时长的关系，就先到这里了。我们现在有3个可能的这个叫什么救助方法啊，一个是吉斯洋基的这个治疗站，一个是这个内地，还有一个其实应该是4个，还有一个哈尔辛跟门口的那一位善良的埃塞尔婶婶啊。现在这个内地这一条肯定是走不通了，他现在要把我们给弄死。然后埃塞尔婶婶呢，看着虽然很热情很友好啊，但是这么一个普通的婶婶能救我们吗？这个也不一定啊。哈尔辛呢是还有那个吉斯洋基的这个进化站是我们最大的希望啊。不过呢，这些呢就要等到下期再说了。这一期我们遇到了很多奇怪的事情啊，比如说这个至上真神是谁？我们脑子里面的这个夺心魔跟躺在这里的这位被解剖的卓尔又有什么关系呢？我们在这个就到下期视频再说吧，大家拜拜。